Good evening, everybody.
Welcome to Bod Podcast.
Episode number 10. Man, can you believe we made it to 10?
That's 10 weeks.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It is pretty crazy. I don't think we're streaming, though, but
Yeah, we
whatever.
are. Yes, we are.
Okay.
490 episodes away from 500.
We're so close.
It's only 490 more weeks.
We are well on our way. I'm really fired up about it
We
tonight.
could have a special edition.
We could.
I think that's when Tim Allen will be on. Episode 500.
That's a good point. He'll be super unsuccessful and broke by then, and he'll need to come on our podcast to resurrect his career.
And he's only going to get $10, though.
Right.
That's all we're paying.
Yeah. Even though by then we'll have hundreds of dollars in our bank account, we only pay him 10.
We only have $10 in our bank account.
$10, Tim Allen. $10. So what's going on tonight, Ben?
Not a whole lot, sir. We had tried some beer. I did anyway. That was terrible.
Yeah. You didn't like that rye beer?
No, do not recommend that one.
What was that called exactly?
Drinking soy sauce.
Drinking soy sauce, yeah.
Drinking soy sauce.
Rye Day the 13th by Excel Brewing Company.
Oh, is it out of Microsoft?
You
Get it, Excel?
I got it.
Wow,
Yeah.
that joke wasn't any better the second time around.
I think the joke was fantastic.
High five just for the fun of it.
And we do have our standard, obviously us. We have Amanda Nemeth, our executive producer, Amanda Nemeth.
Good evening.
Good evening, Amanda Nemeth. And then we do have special guests of the co-owners of the Philly Fine Sauces brand,
Yeah.
Heather and Jeff Philly.
Hello.
Yep.
So I don't know if the Phillies know this or not, but as they were coming down the stairs, we were talking about the Nemeth Not So Good sauce.
Yeah, we're going to direct competition.
Direct competition against the Phillies Fine Sauces.
Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to copy their sauce but leave one ingredient out so they can't sue us. And that's what's going to make it terrible.
It's going to be the pepper, right? So
Yes.
It's not going to have any...
No
hot whatsoever.
And it's going to be so thick it can't even pour out of the bottle.
That's going to be perfect.
It's like when ketchup, you got to put a knife in there in the old glass bottles to get it out.
You know that there's a 52 on that bottle for a reason?
No, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
The 52 on a Heinz 52, the ketchup bottle.
Mine's 57.
57. Sorry, it's 57, not 52. But that 57 is on there for a reason. If you tap on the side where that 57's at,
Really?
ketchup will pour out.
Shut up.
Little shootout.
I didn't know that.
We have deviated a little, but that's fine.
What are you drinking tonight, Mr. King?
I am drinking Shock Top Belgian wheat.
I'm a huge fan of Shock Top.
I was gonna try that Rye Day the 13th, but that didn't make it.
Didn't really pan out.
That didn't pan out.
It looked like a meal in a can
Yep.
or a bottle, whatever it was.
It was soy sauce.
Yeah, as Jeff said, it was soy sauce, and it tasted
Wow.
like
Soy sauce.
a bad soy sauce.
I'm drinking Wango tonight from Detroit, Michigan.
So you
We
went-
make the kind of beer that we love.
You picked that up when you went up to Detroit?
Yeah, when I was in
Sunday?
Michigan last Sunday, where we had to broadcast, brewed by Atwater Brewery, Detroit, Michigan.
Huh.
Yeah, and it's a ball can, like what you use to can with.
Oh, like a ball jar. Okay.
Ball jar, only it's a can, not a jar. So how was your week?
Good.
That's
Not
great.
bad at all.
Nice.
Finished out the last week of my old job. Starting
Nice.
a new one next week. I knew you were gonna vape. He did it. He finally got the vape on.
We said no vaping, ever.
But maybe we could get Juul to sponsor the podcast
There you go.
by exclusively using the Juul vape.
I won't use one.
I'm not saying you have to, but it's highly recommended.
But
Ben, your wife says you're too far away from your mic. Lean in.
better.
Here, scoot it. There you go.
On the, hey, I'll scoot closer to it.
There you go. Thank you for your feedback, Lindsay, Prophet King.
Glad she's watching.
Yeah,
We have at least one viewer.
we do. My week was good also. Thanks for
I
asking.
was getting to, but
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Went and did some things in Michigan, which was awesome. It's a good time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good trip back. Did you stop in Detroit?
I did not stop in Detroit.
Did you stop in Chicago?
I stopped in South Bend, Indiana to see my 95-year-old grandmother.
Really?
Yeah,
95.
yeah.
I'm not going to make it halfway there.
No, I'm not going to make it even close to that. I'll be lucky to get to 500 episodes.
You will be 95.
That might be the death.
Can we mute the mic in the background back there?
No more audience. Mike.
Actually, I do have control over that mic, so
You got the control.
Although I don't know which mic it is, so I don't want to actually turn ours off. Although for some reason it is saying that Amanda's and their mics are offline, but anyway, we'll figure it out.
So tonight's episode, what are we doing?
Tonight we are going to talk about daddy-daughter dates.
Yeah.
So making sure that you take your daughter out on dates, which can show them how a man is supposed to treat them, which will be an awesome topic that we'll kind of spin through. And then we are going to taste test air-fried food. Air fryers are a big deal in the last year, and they use only a tiny bit of oil compared to a standard deep fryer. And we're going to test. We did some taste testing a little bit ago.
When you told me that you only used a tablespoon of oil to air fry that stuff, I was impressed. And that's the same tablespoon of oil you put in there 7 months ago, you said?
A while ago. Did you add more tonight?
I put one in tonight, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
But that'll probably be good for the next, 10 uses.
Maybe.
nice.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
Well, let's hit the intro video and
Let's rock
get
it out.
started.
Hold up.
But we're fine. She said she can hear us.
Well, then while you're talking, I will adjust mics. Welcome back, everybody. While Ben starts the discussion,
10, 4, 9, 7. No, my mic is not.
I have to fix Ben's mic while he starts the discussion.
I'm going to start the discussion without a mic.
And I think I can do that, hopefully, without ending the broadcast.
I hope so. One of these days, we talked about this before the podcast started. One of these days, we are going to have a flawless.
I don't really see that happen. That's you.
We're going to have to move out of your basement.
You should be good now.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So, daddy-daughter dates.
Yep.
The importance, I think mainly what we wanted to talk about too was the importance of treating your daughter with respect and showing her the same appreciation you would a son.
Okay.
I think it gets caught, taken away. I don't know how, caught by the wayside, taken away. I don't know how I want to say that exactly. But sometimes dads tend to gravitate towards their sons more.
Okay.
Wish they had sons, and they don't spend that quality time with their daughters that they should.
Okay.
I think that they put it in I can relate more to a little boy than I can to a daughter, so they kind of avoid that relationship.
Okay. I could see how that could happen possibly if you don't know how to be around a daughter.
Right.
Like I grew up with all boys. All 4 of us were boys. So that really helps drive home sometimes your lack of understanding for the female everything. Like even changing a diaper on a daughter was tough. Like I wiped up for a while and gave her a UTI. I didn't know that you're supposed to wipe front to back, not back to front. I'm a guy. It doesn't matter how you wipe, right? Like
As long as you wipe.
right. But those things, like getting used to those things and the differences, and also that daughters potentially take a lot more care and emotion and all of that can be a big deal.
Right. So, and that was part of what we wanted to talk about with the daddy-daughter dating is the emotional effect that it has on a little girl.
Sure.
Showing them that they have that connection and that bond with their father. So that you giving this a thumbs up?
No, Jeff had a comment.
Oh.
What did you want to say, Jeff?
I remember who we were calling up.
Oh, okay. Cool. We're going to do that at the end in our Get Off Your Ass segment.
I sent you a text.
Oh, thanks. Very nice.
So, going into this, what we did was we talked about a couple of ideas about daddy-daughter dates.
Okay.
We had that in there, so we're going to talk about that a little bit further down.
Sure.
Some things that we wanted to talk about was spending time with your children and the importance of that and why it's important. Studies show that in relationships when their father and mother are both involved, the children are healthier.
Okay.
Whenever there's an absentee father, it is linked to premature aging and cancer, which is...
Wow. I never would have thought
I
that.
would have thought that.
Yeah.
Statistics. Thank you, Amanda, for the statistics.
Yeah,
Thanks,
this
Amanda.
was based on a bunch of 50-year-olds took a survey.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, it was a pretty cool read.
Nice. Very
So,
good.
They tend to be smarter,
All right.
which I can see that. My daughter's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we're both around for her to be smart.
Yeah. That's a huge bonus for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way she has, can be successful in life.
No, she's not an idiot.
Well, not yet. She's doing pretty good so far.
Give it time. No. But it does. Again, studies show that when a father is actively involved or heavily involved with their children, that they have a higher IQ level.
Okay.
So that, hey, I don't make the studies up. I don't evaluate them. I just read them.
You know what I like in number 3 is working fathers who spend time with their kids. The news is they'll be happier at work.
Really? I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah. I didn't know that either. That's pretty exciting.
There are times whenever I leave and I take my daughter to daycare in the morning times and she says something that's absolutely hilarious or just gets me going in the morning, that I do find that my day is a lot better and a lot brighter. So I could see that.
Yeah. Brighter days ahead.
Brighter days ahead.
I'm going to say that throughout the whole podcast tonight.
Really?
Brighter days ahead.
I feel like that's in your wheelhouse.
We'll get down to the brass tacks. Amanda, do you like the use of the term "in my wheelhouse"?
No.
No?
No.
Jeff and Heather?
Yeah, no.
Jeff?
No.
I thought for sure Jeff would have agreed with us. The whole man thing totally dissed us.
It might not be in your wheelhouse, though.
Thanks, Jeff.
3 out of 5 disagree.
They will also have improved self-esteem. They'll have a higher self-worth because their fathers go beyond social expectations and devote undivided attention to them. That's huge.
It is.
Self-esteem is a big deal. And they would be less likely, I would assume, also to get into poor relationships if they have higher self-esteem.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So instead of just showing any guy who shows him interest,
Right.
latching on and attaching to actually knowing that they have the self-esteem and the self-worth to get themselves, if they so inclined to find somebody, a better person for them.
Yeah. They could never replace dad, though.
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Nope. That's a big deal. Want to make sure of that.
So something that was a big topic is to keep in mind that when your daughter is growing up and watching you and watching your actions, that's a representation of what they see in all men.
Okay.
So the way you treat and the way you take care of your family, your significant other, they see that, and that they equate that to all men. Until you get older, until you show them the difference between, hey, here's the difference between what a true gentleman or what a true father is versus the deadbeat dads out there or the guys who just don't care enough to put the time and the effort in.
Yeah. I mean, that's a big deal.
It is.
Yeah.
I think it helps play into the self-esteem aspect as well.
Yeah. And then they could get in less trouble. Potentially they won't want to run away or do anything like that because they'll enjoy being at home, enjoy being with their father, their mother, all that kind of stuff. And that can definitely assist with that process a lot.
Well, that statistic is actually alarming. 90% of homeless and runaways are from fatherless homes.
Wow. What's the 71%?
I think it was graduate high school.
71% graduate high school. Okay.
No, 71% of non-graduates are from fatherless
Or
homes.
from fatherless.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Huh. That's interesting.
That's a good stat.
I like how we took a little on-air break there to
Take a drink.
drink at the same time. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Collaboration.
Yeah, we're a big deal. So now we got daddy-daughter date ideas. So depending on how old your daughter's 3, right?
Mine's 3.
3. All the way up into their teenage years. Like, this is something that can continue on. It doesn't just have to be something you do when they're young. This can be something that continues all the way through their life. And eventually it's not a date. It's just going to lunch with your daughter or whatever. But to your point earlier, having that specific time with your daughter and all that can be, again, very beneficial.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So the thing about the daddy-daughter date or, just taking your daughter out and having a good time or whatever, make sure it's relevant to her. Make sure it's something that she likes. Make sure it's they don't want to go to the driving range just because you like to go to the driving range, or they don't want to go, sit and watch football just because you want to sit and watch football or a baseball game. Make sure that that's something that they want to do or they like.
I didn't think that was part of that. I thought you'd just take them, like, if you were going to go golfing, you would just take them golfing with you, or B-dubs, or whatever it is. So you have to do what they want to do.
Jump in the car, we're going to Hooters.
Yeah. I mean, tried to bring the boy there. He didn't really enjoy it very much. But Hooters does suck.
It does.
Like, let's all agree that Hooters is just...
No, wait. I took the boy there without you. And I had Baja Fish tacos, and they were amazing.
But they need to update the outfits. Like, who walks around in, what do you call that?
Stockings.
Fishnet stocking. Not even fishnet. They're
not
just
fishnet,
stockings.
They're just nylons.
Yeah, they're awful.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you on that.
It's like it's not as cool as it used to be.
No, it's not.
No, but taking your daughter there, not a good idea.
Well, unless she enjoys
Hooters
wings.
I mean, maybe.
Or Baja Fish Tacos.
Or Baja Fish Tacos. They probably also have cheese sticks.
Loaded tater tots.
Smiley face fries.
I don't think they have those.
I don't think-
B-Dubs does.
Yeah, B-Dubs does,
Yeah.
but I don't think Hooters does.
All right.
Port Richards has those.
Okay.
It's a little closer than B-Dubs. And local. So,
Where is it?
Port Richards?
Yeah.
Eureka.
Okay.
And Fenton.
And
Fenton.
and
Yeah, they have
Fenton.
2 locations.
Okay. I'm glad they just. Do you have the address?
Can you get
Phone
that
number?
real quick?
Just Google it.
Do they
Come on.
deliver?
Everybody's got a smartphone.
But yeah, make sure you do something. One of her favorite things. Make sure she's involved in the planning of it. Whether it be going on a picnic or painting. There's a lot of pottery studios now that have little already precast, pre-fired pottery that you can take your child in and paint with.
Wow. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought it was neat.
It'd be cool to make the pottery too. But that would probably get a little messy with a younger person.
So, like,
Are you going with a ghost scene
I
here?
was
I mean-
envisioning like a ghost thing, but then I was
I mean, significantly less romantic.
right.
Because I feel like you're being extra creepy.
No, just making pottery.
Okay.
Your mind went there, not mine.
Yeah, I can tell by your
I would
face
like to
you
try
went
to make
there.
pottery.
I bet you would.
Can we
No,
get a
but-
pottery wheel?
No.
That could be one of the segments.
We'll get a pottery wheel and just cast some pottery.
We could bring your daughter in and we
I think
could see
it's
if she
called
can
throwing,
make.
not
It's
casting,
throwing
it's throw
pottery.
play.
It's not throwing
It's
clay.
throw clay, yeah.
Yeah, we could get your daughter to stand here with the thing while we broadcast to see if she can make something during the show.
Yeah, she could throw some clay.
Yeah, I bet she would make an awesome candy dish.
I hope so.
Ashtray.
That's what kids used to make all the time back in the. I'm making my parents an ashtray.
I definitely made my dad a few ashtrays when I was a kid.
Nice. Does he still have them?
I think they were
Probably
probably
not.
supposed to be like bowls or cups, but at that point in time, it's just like,
Yeah, just put a dent in the side of it. Holds a
Yeah.
good smoke. No, but you're right. Like doing the right thing. The planning part is probably pretty cool. Picnics, pottery, like you said. That can be fun. I mean, even for adults, like Amanda and I want to go, and we've never really figured it out, but she's done a few of those paint things where you go and paint with your friends and all of that.
like the wine and paint.
Yeah, the
Painting
one.
with a twist.
Painting with a twist. They're located in.
They're actually all over. So
Right.
I know the Eagles does some every once
That's where
in a while.
Amanda's done
Yeah.
it twice now, I think.
3 or 4 times, actually, Heather and I have done
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
And so that's obviously for an older daughter.
No, but a
Just
similar
take an older
thing
daughter,
for
but
your.
yeah, similar thing for little
Yeah.
kids.
And
Absolutely.
not to get out of subject, but I took my team, my staff, to a comedy show and a group painting kind of thing. So we paid one flat rate at a comedy club in downtown St. Louis and got 2 free drink tickets, dinner, painting session, which it was like Valentine's Day kind of thing. It was cheesy. And then a comedy show. But it was super fun.
That's awesome.
And you could have easily done that with family. Like we were just a bunch of ladies that did it, but it wasn't like rated R or anything. It was a PG-13 kind of a extravaganza.
What is
Nice.
the old time like dinner theater where they joust and they do the nights?
Oh, we did
Medieval
one.
times.
Medieval
Yeah, we
times.
did one of
Yeah,
those
we
in
did that in
Jersey.
Jersey.
It was
I think that'd be
great.
neat to go to. I think my daughter would get a kick out of that because she loves
She would love
horses
it.
and
Amy
stuff
loved
like
it.
that. Yeah.
It's one of those things you have to do once in your life. Like it's not it's expensive, but it's not something you could do often.
Multiple times.
We went and Drew we thought was going to be absolutely miserable. He was upset when we got there. He was a lot younger and he was very emotional all the time and just didn't want to participate. And then all of a sudden the horses came out and he got a turkey leg that he could eat with his hands and he was super into it.
Yep.
One of the
He enjoyed it.
horses, the guys threw a rose at Amy because they like throw flowers at some of the girls in the audience and she got a rose and thought that was just the greatest thing. So they're
For
huge.
listeners who don't know, Amy is Andy's daughter.
Yeah, she's our daughter.
But their age ranges are, 8 years apart?
Yeah.
And both of them had a blast. So
Yeah.
you could do that with any
They
age
loved
range,
it.
I feel like. And there was a bachelor party there, I think, or bachelorette
Bachelorette,
party
I think.
that sat a couple rows in front of us. So, like, it was little kids all the way up to grown-ass adults having a great
Yeah,
time.
it was good. It was awesome. Like we were actually going into it a little like, yeah, we'll just check this off the list, and it was pretty cool.
So when we lived in the city, our favorite thing to do was when I took my daughter out to dinner. She loved Noodles and Company.
I love Noodles and Company. They have giant Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, well, she got the kids' dinner, which was macaroni and cheese, broccoli, and it had the Rice Krispie treat, and she loved that. Mm-hmm. That was her thing.
But think that $15 you spend or whatever that night, $20 goes such a long way in their ability to have a good upbringing and stuff, which I think is huge.
Well, then we would take selfies and funny pictures and stuff like that, and she loves doing that.
Snapchat,
yeah, because
nice.
The filters.
Yeah.
I want to be.
Are you a big Snapchatter?
I'm not, but
Oh.
the only time I do it is whenever she wants to. She wants to take selfies.
Okay, so, maybe she'll be a big YouTube star someday.
I hope so.
Yeah.
She can be on Amandy Media.
She can be on AmandyMedia.com. Yeah, we'll sign her up for Amandy Media. We'll get her a contract.
You know what I think I ought to start doing is letting her open the toys online on YouTube.
Sure.
Because
there's kids that make
millions
a
of
crap
dollars
ton
on
of
that.
money. Right.
Well, and most of the time they get all that stuff for free.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause they
people
just send it
wrap
to
it
'em.
and send it.
Yeah.
I was watching one with the boy one time, and some guy
It was on the Today Show.
was that it where the guy got the woman's wedding ring because she needed to sell it. They were having hard times, whatever. So he bought this $50,000 prize box, and she sent him her wedding ring, an iPad, like all this stuff from around her house that she was trying to get rid of. And it just so happened that he wanted to propose to his girlfriend but couldn't afford a ring. So it like kind of came full circle with this whole weird, I'm going to open this box and oh my gosh, there's a ring in there. Great, now I can propose. That was really weird, but
That is weird. I mean, you can't afford a wedding ring, but you're going to afford a $50,000.
well, he was getting sponsors for those.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, the guy can't afford a wedding ring, but I'm going to open a $50,000 prize box. Okay.
No, yeah, but people sponsor people to open boxes on live online, which is
Right.
really weird.
We should sponsor somebody. Or Philly Fine Sauces should do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So the makeup date thing, I think, is funny.
Makeup
I've
date?
posted this a few times where my daughter has painted my nails or
Oh.
done my makeup and stuff like that. And you get guys that make fun of you. I don't care. Make fun of me all you want. You know what? My daughter has
Well, we do that anyway.
blast. 30 minutes of her painting my fingernails and toenails.
Do you look nice?
90 different. Of course I do.
Good. That's
But
all that
90
matters.
different colors and the makeup and stuff like that. She has a blast. It takes 2 seconds to wipe off. I don't care. Make fun of me all you want.
I mistook you for a woman the last time. That's how good it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very impressive. The blonde wig. It was crazy.
There was no wig involved.
Well, why wouldn't you let her put a wig on you?
I feel like this is
I would-
going down a rabbit hole that I would rather not explore.
Your fascination.
Are
with
you,
me looking
like-
a woman. I
Yeah,
think she's the one
I
that's
just
going
did
down.
all of that.
Are you like in charge of our podcast
Well,
now?
yeah, that, and I just gave you all of those lines that
Yeah.
similar to the ones you give that are stupid. So you're welcome.
What is
Down
happening
the rabbit
tonight?
hole.
Well, anyway,
Apparently that's in her.
then
wheelhouse.
it is in her wheelhouse to tell us what to do.
All of a sudden she's using
So-
that pulling the EP card.
Yeah, Jesus. Man,
Man, I tell
I gotta
you.
find a new EP.
No kidding.
So for teens on up, carnivals, festivals, show, concert, shopping, geocaching. Geocaching actually was a big thing for a while. It's kind of faded out. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, where they have the little geotags
Mm-hmm.
and you go around and you take a picture of the geotag and it tells you the next place that you're supposed to go to, next site that you're supposed to go to.
I think the whole finding rocks is kind of a progression of that now. The whole painting rocks and hiding them.
Yeah, I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty cool thing.
But then like the road trip dates and stuff like that. So my dad did actually do that, which is not necessarily father-daughter, obviously, but then
Depending
road
if your
trip.
daughter did your makeup the day before.
well, yeah, depending on. But the road trip dates, finding something that they enjoy. Like my dad and I went fishing. If that's what your daughter enjoys, taking her on a fishing trip once a year,
Sure.
or a camping trip or a hiking trip somewhere. And it doesn't even have to be something like that outdoorsy, but maybe an amusement park.
Yeah.
You go, Six Flags has I don't know how many locations, and that might be your thing.
At least
every
10.
year we're going to hit a new Six Flags location.
That's a good idea. Also, baseball parks. That's
Baseball
a huge
parks,
one.
if
Amanda and
they're
I,
baseball.
we're up to like, 10 or 12, I think. Out
Yeah.
of, I don't know, what is there, 40-something probably?
Between the Midwest and the East Coast.
Yeah. But that's a cool thing to start knocking that stuff off your list. And then you could probably go to one of those craft sites and get something to have memories by it, like that you can mark
yeah.
stuff off or whatever. That'd be kind of cool too.
Like that could be a craft that you and your daughter do is you
Right.
you print out a United States map and you just start pinning everywhere that you take her on that road trip.
Yeah. TV Day with her favorite show, bedroom makeover. We actually did a bedroom makeover with Drew, and it was a ton of fun,
We did one with
which
my
was
daughter.
pretty cool. Yeah,
She picked
that purple
she
is
picked
unbelievable.
out- that's the darkest purple ever. She picked it out though, and that's what she wanted. She said, "I want dark purple."
Makeup dates, road trip dates, mini golf or frisbee golf. Actually, we haven't been mini golfing in a long time, and I want to go mini golfing. It's been a while.
you know, there's a
oh, we
frisbee
actually have
golf.
pictures of you in your makeup.
Yeah, I just texted your wife. I'm going to post them on Instagram afterwards. So if you
Yeah,
haven't
that-
already,
I mean,
follow
that
the
blush
Dead Bod
is
Podcast
unbelievable.
on Instagram. I'm going to
Yeah.
post them.
Yeah, we'll
follow-
post Ben's makeup pictures.
Thanks, babe.
Yep, she really enjoys having you as her husband. I can tell.
She says, I'm not mad. That's fine.
I'm not mad, bro.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
Throw
Rob.
shade. Maybe she threw shade at you.
That's probably. Hey, you know what? Drew's gone. So let's leave throw shade with Drew.
No, it's more of in
I would
memoriam.
agree.
In memoriam.
He's not dead.
No,
He
I know
just
he's
went
not
home.
dead. He's just not here.
No.
No.
Why does this keep going sideways? Anyway,
Frisbee golf. We'll go on to the frisbee golf thing.
Yep.
There is actually a frisbee golf course right up the road in Eureka.
Oh, I didn't know
if you
that.
Or not, but yeah,
all right.
right up the road. So
Yeah.
I can take my daughter there.
Maybe me and you should go there sometime. Can we do a Dad Bod podcast date?
We could. We could
That'd
do
be
a
pretty
Dad Bod
cool.
Podcast frisbee golfing it up.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
But I do like. I've never been to a festival. Well, I guess I have been to a festival.
Have you been to a Renaissance festival?
That's what I was going to say.
I've
the
been
Renaissance
to one.
Festival.
I've been to one time. They had giant turkey legs, and they were delicious. They also do crazy, like, with fire, and they do, like, sword fighting. It's awesome.
They do fire dancing. Is that?
There was a lot
is
of
that
fire
what-
stuff, and there was a lot of, like, whips, and it was crazy.
Are you sure that was a Renaissance festival?
It wasn't a BDSM
Okay, that's what I was
festival.
going to say. Is it
But no, like, they do tricks with them and all
Okay.
that kind of stuff. It was, like, there was a lot of, first off, the people that go to those are exceptionally dedicated to their craft. They
Yeah.
dress up. They have everything going on. They come and participate in all this stuff. They have a lot of role-playing things, and it's unreal. And I keep, every year since we moved to St. Louis, want to go to the STL one. There's one around here somewhere, right?
I think it's over in St. Charles.
Yeah.
in the
It's
fall, I
St.
think. And
think it's in
it was
November.
great. I went once when Drew was a baby, and I had him in
Hopefully-
a stroller.
PacMoNews.com will /events will have that event on.
Oh, it will,
on
actually.
their
It may
website.
already be there.
It might be.
Yeah,
I'll check
PacMoNews.com.
Another one
/
coming up is Firefest in New Haven.
What's that?
It's down on the riverfront in New Haven. It's like everything fire related.
Really?
It's apparently pretty darn cool.
We're going to Pyromania in out past Wentzville in September, and they light off like gas bomb explosions. It's the biggest fireworks show ever put on in the U.S.
Huh.
You'll have to go with us.
That'd be interesting.
We just invited you.
Oh, I just got the invite. I'm not bringing my wife though. So Heather Philly is going to take over our EP role.
So what's next on the little chart there? Number 7.
Slide. Number
Slide 7.
Getting her involved without a date.
Yes, ask her opinion. That's a good idea. What should I get Mom for a gift? And they usually have good ideas.
They usually do. But when they're younger, it's kind of hard to get her involved in that because.
But sometimes they pay attention more.
But they do, and I always let my daughter pick out my wife's cards for Mother's Day, for her birthday, and stuff like that. It doesn't. Sometimes they don't say Happy Birthday.
That's fine.
Sometimes it's like congratulations, or
Yep.
you know, congratulations on the new wedding. I'm like, well, Mommy got married a few years ago, but we'll, whatever, we'll roll with it.
No
You
big
like
deal.
it? It's good. It's purple,
Yeah.
or sparkly. You roll with it.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I let her live in the moment.
Yeah. If she likes it, obviously Lindsay will like it. And I'm sure Lindsay has never complained
No.
and said, why'd you get me a wedding card? It's my birthday.
So for 2 years in a row now, I've given Lindsay the same wedding anniversary card.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to keep that up?
You know, I might now.
Did you buy a bunch of them?
I bought the same one year after year. I saw it this year, and I'm like, that's a pretty neat card. That really catches my eye. Well, the reason why it caught my eye is because it's the same one I bought her last year.
That's okay.
Yeah.
At least, you know what? It's the thought.
That's what I said. It's
Yeah.
the thought that counts.
Absolutely.
Well, she said, she's like, I wanted to take that anyway and frame it because it's got a wooden accent piece on the front of it that you can remove. she's like, I wanted to take that anyway and frame it. I'm like, well, good. Now you have one to put in like a keepsake box, which you probably won't do, and one to frame.
Man, you really took care of her on that.
I did. I was thinking of her.
Yeah, not of yourself.
No,
not at all. Volunteering, which is huge. You know, the volunteer thing really hit me because we, along with the Phillies, volunteer at the Eagles once a month doing kitchen during bingo.
Right.
And I think the first time we took Drew, he was a little off, like, why the hell am I here? The last time, he went early with them because we were at work, and he busted his ass the entire time he was there. Loved it. He's taking food to old ladies' tables, like...
Oh, I saw him. I was there working in the back, and I saw him. He was,
killing it.
Smiling, just running around like, is that Drew?
Yeah. Once he figured out that it was really it was a good thing, it was doing the right thing for people, it was helping people out, totally bought in. And once I read that in the notes, I was really excited that we were going to talk about that, because that's huge.
It is. So we do an adoptive family every year at Christmas. We do the adoptive family thing where we pull stars off the tree and get assigned numbers and stuff. And this year was fun because I got my daughter involved in it when we went shopping. I'm like,
Christmas hasn't happened this year.
Last year. Got my daughter involved in it because we went out and we were picking out toys and stuff. And she's like, Daddy, I want this. I'm like, no, it's not about you today.
Right.
It's about these kids. What do you think that they would like? And so she started going and pulling stuff off the shelf and putting in the cart. They want this and they want that.
Nice.
And I'm like, pretty cool.
Yeah.
But
we only have a limited budget. Slow down.
Yeah, slow your roll. That's $150. Put that back. But yeah, getting them involved in volunteer stuff. If you go and work in a soup kitchen or whatever, we're both of us are actively involved in not-for-profit and charitable organizations. So,
and it's funny as we never were forever. And then the Phillies really kind of helped us get into that, and it was fucking great. We love it.
So pulling your children into that, I think, is what it definitely is about.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree with that. Get her attention, listen to what she's into, and join in. Maybe getting a puppy, movies, concerts, all that kind of stuff. Excuse me, Taylor Swift concerts. That'd be a good one to go to.
The T-Sizzle?
Well, yeah, then you can sing Shake It Off and do a dance while it's happening.
I think you might have to come with me on that.
I'm fairly good at dancing to a good T Swift song. And I know most of the words.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, he thinks he's fairly good.
You only almost hit Heather once with the flip-flop.
This EP isn't as positive as the other one.
No.
The other EP was more positive towards what I like to do.
It's because she's married to you. I'm not.
Sorry for your loss.
There's only one of them.
There's only one, yeah, that's right.
That's your bad. Sorry.
Tell her you miss her if you hadn't had a good conversation, if you're out of town. Also calling when you're out of town, making sure to have those conversations. What's going on? How are you? You can even FaceTime, all that kind of stuff. You know, FaceTime's a thing, like video chat these days.
Yeah.
Technology has really moved forward.
So we actually did that a few months ago. We were in, where were we, in Costa Rica, I think. I don't know. We were out of the country.
Yeah.
And the person who was babysitting our daughter had FaceTime, and we FaceTimed with her every night. And I told her, I'm like, you know what, I miss you. And I tell her that every day when she comes home from school. I'm like, I missed you today. How was your day? But I think that's something that you need to continue to do even when they're young and older. Just ask them, how was your day? And genuinely listen to that. Mm-hmm. Listen, because if they're having problems, maybe they might tell you. Maybe it might be an easy outlet for them, knowing that you're going to ask them and they feel like they can tell you and you're listening.
Yeah, and you're not judging. I think that's a huge thing too, is making sure that you're not judging those interactions. Not to go on a whole nother topic, but that can be a huge thing to ensure that there's that positive reinforcement, because you want them to tell you everything. Sometimes it's really hard not to judge. That's super difficult. But at the same time, you got to do that so they know they can express that.
Well, I think definitely between, that is the difference between raising a boy and raising a girl, is boys feel like they have a bigger connection with their dad. Girls feel like they have a bigger connection with their mom. But you want to be involved and you want to show your daughter that you're there for her and you're willing to listen and you're willing to be involved and you're willing to help out and genuinely care about what they have to say.
And that's what a lot of these dates, like, to kind of bring it all around, that's what these dates are about, is that communication vehicle, that spending time. Because the more time you spend, the more likely you are also to find things out that maybe you wouldn't have found out if you don't spend time. Right. And that can really open a dialogue that can be very successful and ensuring that you help your daughter become a great adult.
Well, that's if you listen to our topics, or examples, 95% of those were activities based on communication. You can have communication on it. It wasn't going and sitting in a movie theater,
Right.
Because there's no communication there. There's no actual involvement. It's hey, we're going to sit here and watch a movie. We're going to go home. It's sitting there and having conversation, getting involved, finding out what's going on.
My parents used to force me in the car to talk because I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Hated every minute of it. But they would try to have those conversations because you can't get out of it. Right?
Yeah.
You're in the car. You can't just walk away and go to your bedroom or whatever. And that always was it was a good idea. I didn't really enjoy it, like I said. But those are, again, communication vehicles. Have those conversations. Open a dialogue can be huge. So.
Yeah. Well, and one thing I want to say on that is put your damn phone away. Leave your phone in your pocket. Put it in the car. Whatever.
That's really difficult, though.
If you're going to be out with your daughter, or you're going to be out on this date with your daughter, leave your phone in your pocket. Put it in the car, right?
Yep.
Be involved. Be engaged. Don't be sitting there at dinner. Yep. Uh-huh.
What if you're in the middle of a good game of Farmville, though?
Is Farmville still a thing?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know either.
We'll have to check. Does
Viewers
anybody?
out there,
Do we have any
anybody a
comments?
Comments. Viewers, anybody a Farmviller? Is that still a thing?
I don't know. Heather, do you know if that's a thing?
I don't know. I never got into Farmville.
Neither
so.
did I. But I don't know if it's really a thing or not.
Yeah. Bob Weingartner says that a good thing to do with your daughters is take them go-karting.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I think Bob just went go-karting with his daughters because they're on vacation right now. And I'm pretty sure I saw a picture of his daughter in a go-kart.
Did she beat you, Bob?
Probably. Probably.
We want to know.
Where is the live feed?
But something else that really drive this whole thing home, too, is just because we know how we feel about our daughter doesn't mean that they know.
Yes.
So make sure you verbalize those feelings to them.
Yeah.
Make sure you tell them how you feel about them. Make sure you let them know that you love them, that you care for them, that you're there for them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just think that just because you're there and you provide a roof over their head or whatever that they know that you care about them.
Mm-hmm. I would agree. Absolutely. Well, I think the reason we're not getting a lot of comments is we're broadcasting to the wrong page today just to keep things screwed up or whatever.
Well, at least
Mike Pig Alderman says your wheelhouse has a flat. Bob says, bingo, what's the beer choice today? Take your daughter's go-karting, like Heather just said, which is pretty cool.
what are you got Oberon there too?
I do have Oberon tonight, which is made out of Bell's Brewery at Kalamazoo, Michigan. It's extremely delicious. I believe they did have some at B&H Market. However, as we learned last week, Joe Bossy drank all of it.
Yeah. Hey, I brought this in. Just want to let you guys know I brought this in.
I had it.
And I bought it all.
And it's gone.
Drank it all.
Yeah.
Thanks.
But it is his market, so, I mean, he can do whatever he wants.
Put your name on the building. You can do whatever you want.
That's a pretty big deal. Just because we know our feelings, did we talk about that already? Okay.
That's what
Awesome.
I just talked about.
Is there anything on
When
slide?
you were on your phone.
Is there anything on slide 9?
That gets into our next section.
Oh, what is our next segment?
Our next segment is going to be air-fried food.
Wow, Heather's radio voice is perfect.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said radio and not 1-900 number.
That was going to be what I was going to say. I think that.
See, I was going to be respectful to our friend and not say that it was a sexy, sex phone voice.
However, we do have space on Amanda Media
For future endeavors.
For future endeavors.
Yeah, we do have a camera and microphones.
I know what my next calling is going to be, I guess.
That happens, right?
Hello, this is Heather.
Oh, do we have the food?
No.
Oh, that's Steve Flannery.
We have a Flannery.
Steve Flannery, thanks for showing up, sir.
Damn glad to be here.
Oh, wow. We appreciate your representation.
Enthusiasm.
And that was a lot of
yeah.
enthusiasm. I agree with that.
So some of the things we're going to try tonight with the air fryer.
What are we trying, Ben?
We've got mushrooms,
Okay.
mozzarella sticks,
Okay.
taquitos,
I did like the taquitos.
the mini tacos.
How many?
Pretty many.
Pretty many.
We do need a rim shot.
We do.
You'd be doing that a lot for my jokes.
No. The nacho. I saw we have Dorito nacho cheese bites.
Yep. Jeff Philly bought those for us.
Queso bites.
Queso bites.
I think I'm missing something. The jalapeno poppers.
Jalapeno poppers. Did you say fried mushrooms?
Yep.
Okay.
That was the first thing I said.
Hey,
So-
Andy, you know what kind of cheese you can't have? Nacho cheese.
I told you to shut the garage door.
God damn it.
So,
Stick around, folks. Lame jokes to come all night long.
Wow.
Oh,
Maybe did the internet go out?
disconnect.
Prank caller. So to talk about
The air fryer.
air fryers, right? So when we moved, threw away we had like one of those Fry Daddies that just holds a shit ton of grease.
Right.
And then it was disgusting just after 2 or 3 years worth of usage. So we tossed it. And then at one point, about a year after we moved here, we wanted to do some stuff. And I was like, babe, we just got at work these air fryers. Pretty cool. So we bought it, and we could not be more impressed. It saves on oil, so it's healthier. Now, it's still deep fried food or whatever, ultimately. But
when you're using a tablespoon of oil versus
yes.
dipping your entire food in a grease vat.
Yes. Although
And oil is bad for the environment.
a giant grease vat is delicious food.
Okay. Like Fair Foods, right?
It is. Like, you can't make a funnel cake in an air fryer.
That is true.
And I love a good funnel cake. But anyway. So reduce the amount of fat, harmful compounds. Air fried foods are still fried. So basically what it is a machine that has a bunch of hot air just blowing inside. You can adjust temperature and all that kind of stuff. There's a heating element. And they have a small chamber. And it's very similar to like a convection oven.
Okay.
Where it's constantly just firing hot air around to fry it. Now, because there's a tiny bit of oil, it obviously heats up the oil exceptionally quickly and then allows it to consistently fry all the way around, which is awesome. Okay. We do, one of our favorite things in there is beer battered fish that we buy at Costco. And then you do 10 minutes on one side, flip it, 5 minutes on the other. And it is the crispiest, oh, hi, baby. Most delicious food. Oh, this is mine? Okay. Do you have the avocado ranch? Thanks, baby.
Avocado ranch.
Ben's doing, Jeff's doing taquitos and mini tacos.
Wow.
All right.
Well, it might not get there. We're starting to run out of time here. We're running out of minutes on the internet.
Your prepaid cellular.
Yeah, my prepaid internet. So what we have here is, and unfortunately, this isn't really going to work good for TV, I don't think. Can we raise this up with these two beer cans again? Yeah. Nice. So I don't know if anybody can see. Maybe a little bit, but we have one of those Doritos things. We have some mushrooms. And we're going to go ahead and try some of those. Do we have any comments yet, Heather Philly?
Bob was just commenting on his daughters, their ages
How old
from
are
earlier.
those?
They are 12, 10, and 8.
Oh, wow.
And
Good
then
spread.
Dawn Michelle says she's making nacho fries.
Oh, I do like a good nacho fry. If you haven't had nacho fries at Taco Bell, you are not living a life that is worth living.
Yes.
They are.
They're,
First off, the commercials are like mini movies.
well, and the fact that they took them away and then the demand was so high for them that they just immediately brought them back a few
Right.
weeks later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You knew you had a good product whenever you had that kind of demand.
And I got to tell you, I don't know what makes them delicious, but they are phenomenal.
Looks like we got queso bites here too.
We have queso bites,
Yeah,
and I think I got mushrooms.
You know, maybe Taco Bell and McDonald's should go in together, and every time they bring their McRib back,
I do.
they can bring the nacho fries back, and then just cycle them both together.
I got to tell you, I do like a good McRib. Those are the best fake meat money can buy.
You know what I do like about the air fryer?
Yeah.
You still get the crispiness. Mm-hmm. Right? So it's not like a microwave where it's not crispy or anything like that. You still get the crispiness of it.
Yeah.
Like it was fried in a deep fat fryer.
Like a big vat of oil, I
The
think
big
you said.
vat of oil,
Yeah.
right?
No,
That was
that's
the
good
queso
stuff.
ball. That was really good, actually.
The mushrooms are spectacular. I'm going to try this nacho thing. I've always wanted to buy these,
I've never had one of these.
and I've never bought them. Luckily, Jeff Philly.
Back away from the microphone.
That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah.
It's very hot cheese. Temperature, not spice.
No, not spicy, but the temperature is hot.
That's phenomenal.
That
So what
is-
what's your first impressions of the air fryer?
I
I know you kind of told us a few things a
Yeah,
second
so
ago, but
I never used an air fryer before. I don't have one at home. Surprisingly enough, I have all kinds of different devices at home.
really,
Cooking devices at home. I feel like I feel like it just went way
you said
south
it.
as soon
You
as,
said I have a lot of devices. I
Yeah.
didn't know what you meant. Just trying to get clarity for the audience.
Right. I do not have an air fryer at home, but I'm impressed with it. I do have a nice tabletop fryer that I use, but I might invest in an air fryer.
You should.
The nice thing about the air fryer is it doesn't have the smell.
It doesn't have the smell.
Uh-huh.
which is
It doesn't
one thing.
smell your house up. We used to have a little fry daddy or fry baby or whatever. It was just like a little one, and we would use it, and it made the whole house smell like fried.
And it was disgusting. Because then when you had to get rid of the oil and it leaked all over the sides, I told him while you were upstairs, we threw it away and we moved because it was just a train wreck in under 2 years.
So one thing you also notice is like if you look at your plate, pick something up, it's not covered in oil. Your plate's not covered in oil.
No, and it's Earl.
Earl.
Yeah, that's
It's
how you have
not.
to say it.
It's not actually. It's oil.
That's how I say it, Earl. Yeah, it starts with an
I
E.
think you're getting vetoed on that one too.
Hard
I
no.
get a hard no in a lot of
Yeah,
shit these days.
Welcome back, Amanda.
Welcome to Andy's world.
Let's try this jalapeno popper.
And everything takes anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. Fries, I find, and Amanda doesn't like them as crispy as I do. If you buy the Ore-Ida fast food fries, which are a little thinner, about 15, 20 minutes, and you shake it every few minutes, ridiculous. Better than McDonald's fries that are
Really?
hot out of the grease vat.
So things that I do with fries is I double fry them, and I'm interested to see the
Do you
difference
blanch 'em?
between- Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But I'm interested to see the difference between the crispiness of double frying them or leaving them in, like you said, for 15 or 20 minutes.
They are unbelievable.
I'm going to check that out.
Yeah,
I'm
you
buying
should.
an air fryer. Babe,
Yeah,
if you're
it's very
watching,
cool.
I'm buying an air fryer.
Nice. They have them at bedbathandbeyond.com.
I can just go in the store. I think I got a 20% off coupon.
I've heard that those exist. You
Stores?
should stores and coupons.
Oh.
Actually, it's a coupon.
Coupon?
Yes.
It's not a coupon.
You flip it, you shake it, all that kind of stuff, and it's awesome.
Just like your normal
Very
fry.
nice.
Very nice.
Good job, man. Hey, so we do have our last segment of the show,
The get off your ass segment.
Get Off Your Ass segment, which we've had a lot of people get off their ass.
We have.
So we've been exceptionally successful. Even though I don't believe my internet company ever heard our broadcast, I'm getting fiber in late winter, early spring.
A couple months, you're getting fiber.
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
And we called them out on the Get Off Your Ass part of this podcast. And next thing you know, boom, like 6 months, we're going to have fiber.
You got a phone call like a couple days later.
I did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think it's related. I think they watch
I think it is too.
secretly.
Yeah, I mean, we called out our local grocer, and then he has donated beers and stuff, which is phenomenal. We love JB. He's great. What is this week's Get Off Your Ass?
Dads.
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 So wait, is this relating back to what we talked about earlier?
It is. Wow. Dads, it's time to get off your ass.
Wow, Ben.
It's time for you to show your daughters how to be treated. And also, it's time to show your sons how to treat a person, how to treat a lady, how to be respectful.
No.
You know, I'm not saying that you have to go back to the old days of like everybody open the car door, open the.
Let me throw my trench coat
Yeah,
over the
throw my
water
trench coat
puddle.
over the water puddle and stuff like that. But it's still there. Chivalry is not dead. Okay?
I always open the door for Amanda.
I open the door. I hold the door when I come in and out of places.
I do.
When?
All the time.
Okay, maybe once a month.
I think you're thinking about me. You actually.
No, I for real always open the door.
I'm gonna agree to disagree. Thank you.
I make it a point to open the door constantly.
But when I was a kid, it was always instilled in me. You open the doors. You open the car door.
That I don't do.
You
I do sometimes when she gets on the passenger side,
you always
and then I put her in the back
let
seat.
them order first out at a restaurant. You always let your significant other
I do
order
that.
first out at a restaurant. You don't eat until they're sitting down and they take the first bite.
I do have a problem with that because I'm really friggin' hungry a lot. It's not a disrespectful thing. I'm just starving all the time.
it's time to show young men how to act
Sure.
and how to be respectful.
But however, the only side I would disagree, I think there are a lot of people that do know. We just have to continue that push.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's a ton of young men out there that don't know how to treat a woman. But there are some, so we just need to make sure that those folks definitely take care of business.
Absolutely.
And get off their ass.
Get off your ass.
And then Jeff Philly did have one.
Jeff Philly wanted to do
and I'm not sure what.
Denver Levitt.
Oh, yeah, Dennis Leverett.
Denver
Leverett. He put Dennis.
It's Denver.
I know. He needs to come on our podcast.
Okay.
You know who he is?
No.
He's from Live PD. He's out of Jeffersonville, Indiana. And he is probably the best cop for truth-telling ever. He asks a couple questions, and next thing you know, the guy has like 8,000 pounds of weed in his trunk. It's unbelievable. And then he has a dog.
He also has a police dog named Flex, who is amazing.
Flex is awesome.
Really?
Flex is a big deal.
He plays.
However, belay. That's what he says to him all the time. Belay. I use it with our dogs. It doesn't do shit. Our
They
dogs
don't speak
just...
French.
I thought it was
German.
Spanish.
It's definitely not.
Spanish.
No?
It's French.
Okay.
Well,
Anyway,
either
Denver
way.
Leverett needs to get his ass to our podcast and bring Flex, because Amanda wants to meet Flex.
maybe he can arrest Tim Allen somewhere and bring